What's good? What's good? What's good, my peoples? What's good, my people? Sorry I'm late, man. I Blue Blood After Dark, man. We're gonna talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Marky Dan 123, Dwayne Freeman, Sin P, J, Marcus Freeman, Guillermo Maldonado, John J. Doe, Caden, Arnold MC, K Malia 504, Benjamin Irwin, Mustafa Malik, Triple D, Trayvon Allen, ESO 35, Terrell Curtis, Jesse R, Dominic Sebrin, Classy Mag, Adrian Dones, Brandon Adam Perry, Duran Carter, Terrell Curtis, Cinnamon Savage, the Rated Scholar, Dice Creek, Deep, what's going on? Alex Rose, One Body in Yashua, Pistols for Everyone, Rico Breland, yeah, Music of Troy, Curtis Johnson, Chilltown Majors, Picasso, B. Pauly, Mr. Smith Job, 278, Jaquan Pickett, Dave Young, Gifted 142, Kevin Lau, seeing my brother, Viral for Life, Imedi, what's going on? What's going on, my people? Let's talk about this real quick. Reality Pop Star, what's going on? Mr. Saint, what's going on? Sloppy Copy, Trayvon Allen, what's going on? So, Teofimo Lopez, Elijah Lawson, Macadocious, Mac of the South, what's going on? Teofimo Lopez, he says that, Rico Smith, what's going on? Teofimo Lopez feels like, that, it was made this way for him to lose, right? Xavier Moses, what's going on? And he stated that his father stated, father, trainer, manager, Kaiser Sosa, HTC, Israel Guzman, Peace Be Free, Khalik Raouf Ahmed Bey, what's going on? Number 3, what's going on? So they said that they should have never left Top Rank. Well, remember, Tony Forrester, what's going on? Well, here's the thing to remember is that remember Bob Arum, Godson, what's going on? Steve J, Drew Blue, what's going on? Remember Bob Arum, he stated that this was all their plan. DB100, Karam Farley, what's going on? This was all their plan, right? Hood NBA, what's going on, great brother? Brian Taylor, brother in Super Chat. I hope Haney get his shot at the fight now so we can see another undisputed fighter. I believe he will. Now, one thing is, Mr. Blue, what's going on? One thing is that we have to note is that is he willing to go to Australia, right? Because going to Australia means that you run the risk of not getting a decision. You understand? Marky Dan 123, brother in Super Chat. 2 Fighter of the Year candidate in one night. Either these could beat Fury versus Wilder. Tio and his pops are clown. They clearly didn't prepare for this. No, they prepared. Weird TV, what's going on? They prepared Marky Dan 123. The problem is, they prepared very well for this fight, right? Jags the Richards, Sean Carter, what's going on? They prepared very well for this fight. The problem that took place is that is that Teofimo Lopez, his shortcomings, right? It was on display. Okay, Sean Carter, what's going on? That's the bottom line. Okay, so here's the thing. Let me explain this, right? Teofimo Lopez, as I told you guys, when he was fighting Vasil Lomachenko, remember everybody, Southern T Boston Sports, my brother, Southern T Boston. Go subscribe to my brother, Southern T Boston Sports. Emma Boateng Photography, McQuan Brown, what's going on? Chris Lil One Taylor, Machiavelli Mafia, Joe Lowe, what's going on? Remember I told you guys when everybody asked me, oh, can Tio beat, can Teofimo Lopez beat Devin Haney, right? Oh, and people come here. Jay Samuels, what's going on? Anton Foster, what's going on? Now, nobody miraculously is going to come. But North Las Vegas, what's going on? Solomon Overhead, what's going on? Nathan Beckham, what's going on? Alex Jr., what's going on? So remember, I told you guys, people ask me, oh, why you say Haney could beat Teofimo Lopez? Braden Nicholson, what's going on? Is because Teofimo Lopez lacks foot movement, okay? I told you guys he has the size, the athletic ability to cut the ring off and give Lomachenko problems. Random D 999, JD, Emmanuel H, my brother, what's going on? HTC, what's going on? Malachi Boston, what's going on? Remember, I told you guys that he had his style, Mr. Blue, what's going on? His style meshes well against Lomachenko. He's always the Quan Royster. What's going on? He's always going to give Lomachenko problems, right? Because of his size, his style. That when he's coming forward, Sweet Pea, what's going on? FSU, what's going on? Just like Teofimo Lopez, Vasyl Lomachenko don't like to be backed up. Chris Young, what's going on? You understand? Chris Bernadette, what's going on? Teofimo Lopez don't like to be backed up. Vasyl Lomachenko don't like to be backed up. They like to be the aggressor. They don't like to be backed up. They want to be the aggressor. You understand? And so when you back them up, Jay Spence, D. Haven Alexander, what's going on? Ronaldo Barrega, Moteen, what's going on? They don't like that. They don't respond well. Christopher Safer, what's going on, great brother? How you feeling tonight? And I told you guys, remember when he fought Lomachenko in what was the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th round? He was getting backed up, right? And his body language, I didn't like it. Mississippi Billy, what's going on? And remember, I told you guys, I don't like the body language. Ramon Thomas, what's going on? JD, what's going on? I didn't like his body language when Lomachenko was backing him up. And so with that said, look what happened in this fight, right? He was the aggressor, but he was now dealing with somebody that was a counterpuncher. Okay, Robert Montgomery, 120, what's going on? And remember, we looked at those sparring sessions with Josh Williams, what's going on? Terrell Curtis, what's going on? With Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney, and everybody pointed and said, "Oh, a lesson learned. What's going on?" That was when they was young. This, so on and so forth. Well, his foot speed didn't get any better. Okay, he struggles with foot movement. This is why you saw George Kambosos Jr. is not a big power puncher. You understand? He's not a big power puncher. But what George Kambosos Jr. is he's versatile and he's awkward. He has a jab. The jab left hook was getting Teofimo Lopez in the overhand right. Okay. He's not as athletic. He's not as mobile. He's not as gifted as a pure boxer as Devin Haney. So Devin Haney, Earl Barnes, what's going on? Would give Teofimo Lopez tons and tons of problems, and they were well aware of this. Thus, the reason why CKK, what's going on? That's the reason why they were maneuvering around fighting Devin Haney. They didn't want to fight Devin Haney. This is the reason why. You understand? Because this is what Devin Haney. Imagine if this is Devin Haney in the fight. He never gets that 10th round knockdown. You understand? He couldn't deal with George Kambosos' jab left hook, jab left hook, jab left hook, jab left hook. You understand what I'm saying? Devin Haney is far more rangy than George Kambosos Jr. He's more accurate. Okay, he's quicker. He's a better athlete. It would have been all night. Okay, it would have been all night. You understand? And the overhand right, Yejo, what's going on? Sean Carter, what's going on? And the overhand right, Robert Harris, what's going on? Gervonta Tank Davis, overhand right, would be man, he's going to move up in weight. And when he fights a guy like Josh Taylor, Josh Taylor's not going to be there. If he fights a guy like, Regis Prograis, he's going to be in trouble. He might have got knocked out if that's Regis Prograis. Chris, Bango, what's going on? If that's Regis Prograis, Dias Creek, what's going on? The talented Mr. Ranger, what's going on? If that's Regis Prograis, Strat, Vax, Vox, Music, what's going on? Big Daddy, what's going on? Exactly, Big Daddy. Teofimo jab was slow. David Day, what's going on? Knock your block or settle, what's going on? His tie on two wheels, what's going on? His jab was slow. He could see Teofimo Lopez's jab a mile away. George Kambosos Jr. He could see Teofimo. Smash the like button, people. We got 450 people. Let's get 450 likes. Naughty Crash, what's going on? Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 450. We got 450 people here. Sherman Bray, my brother, what's going on? Alawa Femi and the Goon Leg, what's going on? Bless 365, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? How you feeling today, Queen? Weird TV, Khalid, what's going on? Lakeshore Lux, what's going on? So, OG Loudest, what's going on? Julius Thomas, what's going on? It's very ironic to me that now they saying that Pozo, what's going on, that they should have stayed with Top Rank and Bob Arum. Why? Matchmaking? You think that you won that fight? High Squash, what's going on? You think that you won that fight? Weird TV said, no, I'm not saying he's not a good fighter. I'm saying when people ask me, can he beat Devin Haney? And I say no. When people ask me, can he beat Shakur Stevenson? And I say no. And people ask me, can he beat Gervonta Tank Davis? And I say no. This is why. Find the shots. What's going on? Judah Lionheart. What's going on? Gabe Moore. What's going on? This is why. Because he's limited athletically. What as far as his foot speed, right? Ronaldo Watt. What's going on? And they don't have a game plan. They had no game plan at all whatsoever. He came out just looking to land a power punch. And he never made any adjustments. None. Keith Wolf, what's going on? He never made any adjustments. And so now they're placing this on now they're placing this on the zone. MPWTF, what's going on? And the judges. Breeze the guy, what's going on? Geo James Khalil 98, what's going on? The judges, huh? The judges and the zone? No, they wanted to give it to you. Believe that. Marcus Freeman, what's going on? They wanted to give it to Teofimo. Douglas I, what's going on? He didn't give them a reason to give it to him. And he still got a split decision. And look how he looked. He had a few good moments in the fight. And if George can't, Alika Diamond, Peace of Us, Queen, how you doing? Boss Red 357, my brother, what's going on? Salute to Hawaii. Aloha, right? If George Kambosos Jr. didn't get sloppy, he wouldn't even got the 10th round knockdown. George Kambosos Jr. got overzealous, he got too comfortable, he got careless, and he got dropped in the 10th round. When he got back on his game, and when he decided to get back to his jab, left hook, listen, Teofimo Lopez dropped George Kambosos in the 10th round. George Kambosos, David Day, what's going on? George Kambosos Jr., Jace KBK, what's going on? Jace, he said Devin Haney got hurt by Linares. Let me ask you a question, Jace KBK. How many knockouts does Linares have, and how many knockouts does George Kambosos Jr. have? B. Martin Jr., what's going on? Real Me C2, what's going on? Go ahead, since you want to play this game. And did Devin Haney hit the deck? Because I saw Teofimo Lopez on the canvas. I didn't see Devin Haney on the canvas. And is George Kambosos accomplished as Jorge Linares? Absolutely not. And does how many knockouts does Jorge Linares have compared to George Kambosos? Mr. Tally 140, what's going on? Go ahead. Okay, you repeat the same thing. You got to go. Goodbye. Now you got to go. Go on. Appreciate you coming. Go ahead. James Woods, Kaz, what's going on? Jonathan Kurtz, what's going on? Dwayne Yosef, what's going on? You repeat the same thing, now you got to go. Because now you just come in here just to play again. Denzel Horton, what's going on? Because they can't help themselves. See, Dorian Sankey, what's going on? Mike Oxlong, what's going on? they come with this same talking point because they don't like Devin Haney. 2 birds, 1 stone, what's going on? But they can't. Master Khalid, what's going on? They're trying to find a way to discredit Devin Haney. And they can't. My brother Bish, be megastar in the building. If you got sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, little cousins, friends with little kids, have them subscribe to KK Pinson TV. Once again, have them subscribe to KK Pinson TV. My brother Bish, be megastar's Little Princess's channel. Hampton, USA, Kennel, what's going on? Bish, drop the link. Mark Jones, what's going on? Marcus the Villain, what's going on? So here's the thing. They continue to talk about, oh, Devin Haney got hurt by Jorge Linares. See, he's not a 702 man cave. What's going on? See, here's the thing. I asked him a serious question. He let you know he's not even a fan of boxing. He's just here to cause confusion. Point blank and period. Bad Charles, what's going on? Rolando Torres, what's going on? David Da Vinci, what's going on? TDLC, my brother. Calhoun Carey, what's going on? The Graph Investment, what's going on? So here's the thing, right? We just had 600 people, 622 people, and this just dropped down to 540. Smash the like button, people. Brandon Adam Perry, what's going on? Get the likes all the way up. We just had 640 people, and it dropped down to 540. Get the likes all the way up. Luis Cordova, what's going on? Ray Real, what's going on? Okay, so here's the thing, right? See, people don't know who Jorge Linares is. They don't know who Jorge Linares is. They don't know nothing about his career. They didn't fuck because you got to be a real boxing fan to know who Jorge Linares is. This dude got 29 knockouts in his career. 29. He has more knockouts in his career, right? Mark Forbes, what's going on? Then Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos have fights. Y'all didn't even hear what I said. This dude, Jorge Linares, okay? Let's look at George Kambosos, shall we? Jorge Linares, Michael Mara Ministry, what's going on? This dude has almost 30 knockouts in his career and fought some of the best opposition out there. You understand? Jorge Linares has 29 knockouts, right? Together, Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos has 36 fights. Game Shaw, what's going on? Kambosos has 10 knockouts his entire career. 10. 10 knockouts. 10. He has 10 knockouts in his career. It's safe to say he's not a power puncher. Joseph Fuller, what's going on? It's safe to say that George Kambosos Jr. is not a power puncher. 10 knockouts in his career. Jorge Linares has almost 30 knockouts and is a 3-division champion and going into the Hall of Fame. And he's talking about, Devin Haney got buzzed by Jorge Linares when Teofimo Lopez got dropped by George Kambosos Jr. Dropped. Leg bent back behind him. 504. Top level, what's going on? Dimitri Harris, what's going on? Moy H, what's going on? Okay, Big George 850, what's going on? Daniel Darrow 76, what's going on, great brother? So he got dropped, creative athlete. Anthony Suarez, what's going on? He got dropped by George Kambosos Jr. Devin Haney got buzzed. You see what I'm saying? So it lets you know that you just don't, if you could say, oh, well, he got buzzed. What are you talking about? That doesn't even make sense. That lets you know you're not a fan of the sport of boxing. You're a man fan. You're not a fan of the sport of boxing. Tony Montgomery, what's going on? Ronaldo Watt, what's going on? Marcus Villain, my brother, what's going on? Marky Dan 123, brother in Super Chat. Side note, you think Figueroa should fight Gary Russell Jr.? That would be a good fight. Interesting fight. That's a big fight for both of them. Bobby Digital, what's going on? That fight, I think, Ricard Jimenez, what's going on? I think that they need to have a rematch. There was a nip and tuck fight. They went back and forth, and I think that they should have a rematch. I for sure think that they should have a rematch. It was a nip and tuck fight. It was back and forth. Make it happen. Give us an instant rematch. K. Savoy, what's going on? But so here's the thing, right? Where does Teofimo? I know people are already saying he'll be a champion again, and I have no doubt that he'll be a champion again. But what direction is he going to go in now? Clearly, he's going to 140. He performs like that against my brother Darryl Johnson in the Super Chat. He said these fighters are so keen on holding on to the O that they're losing money, not fighting each other. TO laws should be a lesson to them all. Facts. Agreed. Peace be free. What's going on? I agree. Right? They so busy not trying to fight each other, not trying to avoid that O to simply say I'm the best. Right? Just to say I'm the best without fighting. Daniels Darrow 76, brother in Super Chat. What you think about Figueroa saying he won the fight? I can see Figueroa saying that. I can see making the case that Figueroa won the fight. Donald now the 66-year OG Grant, triple OG in the building. What's going on, triple OG? Yeah, Jay Gibson, what's going on? I could see. Listen, if you told me that Figueroa won the fight, okay, you're not gonna get no raw facts. What's going on? You're not gonna get no argument from me. If you say Cool Boy Steph won the fight, okay, you ain't gonna get no argument from me. That's why I said they need to run it back. Sim P, what's going on? That's why they need to run it back. Bat Charles, what's going on? But Teofimo Lopez did all of this, and now A17 about to be my brother. What's going on? Brandon Adam Perry, what's going on? Now they're saying it's the zone. Brown Lumber 909, what's going on? Mr. Holmes, what's going on? But they was the ones that put themselves in position. They was the ones that put themselves in position. Once again, they put themselves, B-Dub, FT Gate, my brother, what's going on? Tobias Sellers, my brother, what's going on? They put themselves in position, right? To be able to maneuver and get as much money as possible. They did that. Teofimo Lopez Sr. and Teofimo Lopez Jr. Salute to my brother Charles Edward Cheese back in the super chat, dropping another 500 on your boy Blue in the super chat. Once again, salute to my brother Charles Edward Cheese in the super chat, dropping that 500 on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said Tio suffered a bad one, man, and then he handled defeat like a straight shaking my head. The triple weight cut strikes again. Likewise, no rematch clause. Shaking my head. The Lopez definitely look like some about now. But this is boxing. I'm here for the return of Tio, and man's legacy is cemented by how he gets up from adversity. I agree 1,000%, man. LF, what's going on? I agree 1,000%. Beyond Above Media, what's going on? Charles Edward Cheese, I agree 1,000%. This should be a lesson learned. And this is the problem that I have with it, Charles Edward Cheese, is this. Is that, like you said, how they handle it. Look how they handle it afterwards. They're blaming the zone. The zone didn't get in the ring and lose that fight. The zone didn't get dropped. Chris Ray, what's going on? Teofimo Lopez got dropped, not the zone. The zone didn't get in there and get dropped. Teofimo Lopez got dropped. Okay? The judges didn't get dropped. Teofimo Lopez did. Victor Garcia, what's going on? The judge didn't not make adjustments. Teofimo Lopez didn't. April Lynch, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? That's who didn't make the adjustments. That was the problem. They didn't make any adjustments. His father, Teofimo Lopez Sr., continued to tell him, man, why is he still in there with us? Eduardo Sanchez, what's going on? Cinnamon Savage, my brother, what's going on? Richard Medina, what's going on? His dad kept telling him in the corner, why is he still in there? Why is he still in there? Why you ain't get him out of there? What instructions are you giving him? Creative athlete, what's going on? Elton Warren, what's going on? What instructions are you giving him to make adjustments to what George Kambosos Jr. threw 3-4 punches the whole night? The jab to the solar plex, the jab up top followed by the left hook, and then the overhand right. That's the only punches he threw the entire night. Mr. Facts Change, what's going on? That is, yes, I am, April Lynch. That is all the punches he threw the entire night. And Teofimo Lopez, Juju, what's going on? Staying in the shoulder roll. His jab was slow. He looked fatigued. He was just walking. He wasn't cutting off the ring. It wasn't, his success was solely based off of George Kambosos Jr. making mistakes. Not him forcing George Kambosos to make mistakes. Kenneth Young, what's going on? He didn't do that, Pippin. You did? Oh. Who's there? Oh, no, you can just plug in the heater for me right here. Right here, baby. I think it's over there. Thanks, big boy. Marky Dan 123, my brother in the super chat. Tio Sr. really said Tio won the first round. He sure did. Not to mention this, right? Box fans, what's going on? Mr. Holmes, what's going on? Oakdale Woods, what's going on? Not to mention, he continued to say the only he that Vince Williams, what's going on? He was saying DeAndre Carey, Kenyatta Ali, what's going on? Oh, why is he still in there? Why is he still in there with us? Mr. Nagy, what's going on? What adjustments did he make? None. 4 punches. The jab to the solar plex. Thanks, big boy. The jab to the solar plex, the jab left hook, and the overhand right. That's the only 4 punches, and he made 0 adjustments to it. He got hit with the overhand right all night. He got hit with the jab left hook. So, like I said, even when he got dropped, the real Dino Wells, my brother, what's going on? When George Kambosos got dropped in the 10th round, and George Kambosos Jr. looked like he was on the verge of getting stopped, right? Saying out loud, what's going on? Like George Kambosos looked like he was on the verge of getting stopped, right? Jesse Sanchez, what's going on? In the 11th round, he went back to the jab left hook and the overhand right, and he still had no answer for it. Y'all ain't even hear me. Then in the 12th round, he went back to the jab left hook, followed by the overhand right in the 12th round, and he still had no answer for it. OG Loudest, what's going on? So you know what they reminded me of? When he fought Lomachenko, remember? And Lomachenko went on that stretch of runs 8, 9, 10, and 11, right? And then Casanova Hurrah, what's going on? Then Teofimo went back to what he was doing the whole fight. Izzy Roman, what's going on? Then Teofimo went back to what he was doing. in the 12th round, and he almost stopped Lomachenko because Lomachenko made no adjustment? Same thing. Moy H, brother, you keep saying this. What you mean? What am I talking about? I'm talking about Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos Jr. Are you not in tune with what we're talking about? Because you keep asking me what we're talking about. So help me understand, Moy H, because you keep saying this. So now I'm asking you, what are you talking about? Alex Jr., brother in Super Chat. It was the same Tio that fought Richard Coleman or Loma. Didn't see the same as supposed to Tio. Totally different fight. Explain that, Blue. Because, observe it, what's going on? Because, remember, it's the style that shows him that he has trouble with. Let's not forget, it wasn't that long ago when he fought Nakatani, we said he got exposed. And what happened? Nakatani's jab, Nakatani's left hook, right? That was giving him problems. And we said he got exposed. And then what did they say? They're never going to fight a fighter that tall again, right? Remember he said Kambosos 100% won. What, brother? What? Just fall back and listen. Ty in the sky, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? What you talking about? We said he won. Who said George Kambosos didn't win? Did anybody hear me say George Kambosos didn't win the fight? Or I could have sworn I was making the case that he did win the fight because Teofimo Lopez was saying he won the fight. Dow Johnson, my brother in Super Chat, Blue, how much more money do you think Tio would have made fighting Devin Haney instead of George Kambosos Jr.? Devin Haney and Tank needed to take their fight serious and stop overlooking. Devin Haney and Tank are not overlooking anything. Believe that. They're not going to overlook anything. They're focused, okay? You don't see Devin Haney and Tank going around with the same antics and things, no name, what's going on, that Teofimo Lopez is doing. You didn't see that. My brother Pac-Man ATL Tay in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Pac-Man ATL Tay. That's my brother right there. Tay, drop the link in the chat. Go subscribe to my brother, right? So my thing is this, right? Right, is that Devin Haney and Tank are not overlooking their opponents at all whatsoever. That's the furthest thing. That's the furthest thing from the case with them. Believe me, they ain't overlooking nobody. Teofimo Lopez, remember, the fight got postponed 3,000 times. George Kambosos Jr., he ain't even supposed to belong in the ring. This was this was a perfect case of they picked this guy. Remember, Bob Arum said, we don't want George Kambosos Jr. fight. Why they picking this fight, right? And they picked this fight. Remember, the IBF said that they wasn't going to enforce it if he chose to go to the route of unification. He chose to do this. He chose to do this. That's Bishy Belichick in the super chat. We might need to take back toward vitriol toward Kenny for being too honest and direct and towards Tio and so bad. Yeah, man. And Kenny Porter was honest, right? Well, they talking about they won the fight. You won the fight. How? Nico De Niro, what's going on? Pope Porter, what's going on? How you feel like you won the fight? Euphoria Day, what's going on? Dimitri Armstrong, what's going on? Malik Rain, what's going on? Chef B, what's going on? How you feel like you won this fight? And then you're going to say, well, we should have. And then this is the thing that got me, right? Eddie Hearn can be a lot of things, right? Rain of Neon, a lot of things, right? But they going to say, they said they knew the fix was in because as soon as the fight was over, Eddie Hearn went and hugged Kambosos. Well, no, Eddie Hearn did his job as the promoter. Randolph Witherspoon, Toon, what's going on? Alvin Jose Bosa, what's going on? Besa, Parrish McLean, what's going on? Eddie Hearn did his job as the promoter. What you mean, Eddie? You knew that they was going to give him the fight because Eddie Hearn immediately went and hugged George Kambosos Jr. He hugged the guy he knew would fight. What you mean? No, he went and congratulated George Kambosos Jr. because he knew he won the fight, just like the rest of the world knew he won the fight. The only people thought he lost the fight was them. Brad Smith, what's going on? Musical 03, what's going on? Mission Statement Blog, what's going on? I'm confused. John Payon, what's going on? Eddie Hearn was being honest. He's being honest. Observe what's going on. Sleep none. What's going on? And that's the thing. If you can't identify your shortcomings to make the adjustments in the future, to make changes to be better, you're not going to be better in the future. If they don't understand Cloud Blue, oh, what's going on? If they don't understand where they came up short in this entire equation, right? They're not going to be successful in the future because they are pointing weight, right? It's funny because when it was Deontay Wilder, Teofimo Lopez, hold on. When it was Deontay Wilder, and he said what he believed his truth of what took place in the ring, what did Teofimo Lopez respond with? Now they're blaming the zone. We knew we should have never came to the zone. We knew Eddie Hearn. Why would Eddie Hearn was just offering you big money to fight Devin Haney? Why would he want to see you lose to George Kambosos Jr.? What does that do for Eddie Hearn? George Kambosos Jr. is not an Eddie Hearn fighter. He's not a matchroom fighter. How are you blaming Eddie Hearn? That's not his fighter. What does Eddie Hearn, quest for knowledge, what's going on? What does Eddie Hearn get out of that? Box Conversation, my brother Reggie Owens in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens. What does Eddie Hearn get out of George Kambosos Jr. beating Teofimo Lopez? That's not his fighter. What does he gain out of that? He's not a matchroom fighter. Or they're not even paying attention. That's Krypton. What's going on? They're not even looking at that. He's not a matchroom fighter. So what does Eddie Hearn gain from George Kambosos? If anything, he loses. Because now, right, George Kambosos Jr. is going to claim to be the A side. And now, like George Kambosos Jr. said, he wants Devin Haney to come to Australia. How does that benefit Eddie Hearn? When you got to remember, keep this in mind. There's DHP, Devin Haney Promotions. So Eddie Hearn don't get a full percentage of Devin Haney. All he get is participation. He's a co-promoter. You understand what I'm saying? He's not a, so he don't, the fight goes to Australia. How does Eddie Hearn win? What does he win? What does he stand to gain from this? By nothing but besides bringing awareness to the zone. That's the only thing he gets. Is going to Australia. Because George, we already know, George Kambosos Jr., people, is not going to waver. If anything, Eddie Hearn would stand to lose even more. If he have to pay more money to George Kambosos Jr. to convince him to take the fight in the States. Y'all ain't hear me. He might lose even more money to have to convince George Kambosos Jr. to take the fight in the States. Gabriel Moore, my brother in the Super Chat, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. Teofimo talked stuff about Wilder when he lost the second fight against Fury, and now the very thing he was telling Wilder not to do, he's doing. Very hypocritical. Oh, for sure. And it's even, but Gabriel Moore, it's badder. You know why? Because he's saying, man, we should have never left Top Rank. You chose to leave Top Rank. Bob Arum didn't want this fight. And now you're trying to say, oh, we knew Eddie Hearn. What? Eddie Hearn, first of all, check this out. Let me show y'all something. This was out of Eddie Hearn's control. It was in Trilla's control. And then he's saying they forced us to take this fight. He was on the phone with Bill Haney, father, trainer, and manager of Devin Haney. He was on the phone with Bill Haney, and he stated to Bill Haney, why would I fight Devin Haney right now when I could fight my mandatory in Australia and get $10 million? That's what Teofimo Lopez Sr. said. We could fight Devin Haney. We could fight George Kambosos in we can fight George Kambosos Jr. in Australia, introduce ourselves to a whole different demographic of fans, and get $10 million. Bob Arum had an issue with this entire equation. And guess what? Eddie Hearn didn't win it because Teofimo Lopez and his father, they didn't do, or they had an issue and conflicted with Triller. Triller dropped out and said, all right, we can't do this no more. And when Triller dropped out, it went to the next highest bidder. It just happened to fall in Eddie Hearn's lap. So what do you mean? Eddie Hearn wasn't the front runner. Eddie Hearn wasn't the one that initially initiated this. He wasn't the one that y'all negotiated with and went to the zone. It fell in his lap. Mr. Nice, brother in Super Chat. Eddie keep it a band after every Joshua loss. So for them to blame him is wild. Tio got a class in boxing in New York. Now man up, come back better. Shaking my head. Facts. Tio got a boxing class. Yeah. Facts. Mark X, brother in Super Chat. Tio needed to lose after Loma fight. His ego wouldn't stop growing and refused to humble himself and take George Kambosos serious. Facts. So that's my thing, right? You got to keep this in mind, okay? Nobody 2000, what's going on? Keep this in mind. Joe Davis 2310, what's going on? Eddie Hearn they didn't negotiate with Eddie Hearn, make a deal with Eddie Hearn, and then after this happened, like, man, we shouldn't have did that. It fell in his lap. St. Louis Mick, my brother, what's going on? And let's not forget, they told Bill Haney, when Bill was saying he wanted to fight with Devin, they told Bill, Eugene Aaron III, what's going on, that they could get $10 million fighting George Kambosos in Australia. And then when Triller said, let's take the fight to Australia, they said no. And Ovado Sports, what's going on? Now, keep this in mind as well. They were saying that Triller had something against them as well. Remember that? Brad Charles, what's going on? That's why they didn't want to deal with Triller anymore. So now it's Triller, then it's Eddie Hearn. What are we doing? My brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. Keon dropped the link. Paris McLean, brother in Super Chat. He said, Kurt, he'll definitely knock out Kambosos. Yeah, I thought that too. Punch drawn 44-12. What's going on? I was for sure Kambosos was getting knocked out in the 8th round. My brother Charles Edward Cheese said, honestly, it was shocking. The corner never told Tio to pick his hands up. Man was getting hit with the same all night. It's Charles Edward Cheese. That's what I'm saying. His father they never made any adjustment. Jay North Philly Black, what's going on? They made zero adjustments. Zero, zilt, no adjustments. They made no adjustments in the fight. And yet they talking about it was Eddie Hearn. Amazing. Now you want to stay with Bob Arum, but get this. Remember, they wanted to part ways with Bob Arum. Now they're saying, G. Lee, what's going on? Now they're saying, well, we should have stayed with Bob. Huh? At one point you were saying, I can't wait to get away from Bob. Then, and listen. Check this out, right? Remember, they were saying they couldn't wait to get away from Bob at one point. Then we was all surprised he signed an extension. Then he said he was going to fight Vasyl Lomachenko in the rematch. Then he said he wasn't. So it's like a lot of bouncing around when it comes to how they doing things. Melvin Harris, what's going on? It's amazing. Then and get this, everything, like the brother said, everything they said, right? It just came back on them. Oh, remember, we don't want no rematch or Lomachenko. Remember with Lomachenko? Who did Lomachenko think he was? Right? Who did Lomachenko think he was not having no rematch clause? Now, why do we got to give him a rematch when he didn't even think that it was necessary to have a rematch clause? Now you don't have a rematch clause. Calvin Johnson, what's going on? Now you don't have a rematch clause. But they didn't want the rematch anyway. Salute Sean Murphy in the UK. They didn't want the rematch anyway. That's why he was already telling you that they were moving up in weight. Period. Real talk, what's going on? Period. 817 Boston B, my brother Super Chat. How is Tio going to fire his trainer but keep his father at the same time. Their personalities don't say the breakup will be good for either one. That's a fact. But they got to bring in help. That's a fact. But they need to bring in help. RJ Dub, what's going on? They need to bring in help. They had no answers for George Kambosos Jr. Same punch. It was the same, the basic jab, left hook, jab, left hook, jab, left hook. Right? Then he'll feint it and come over the overhand right. Boop. Huh? Step into it. When he jab, you jab. Step into it. Because you know the left hook is coming behind it. Because he's been doing it all night. Parrish McLean, brother in Super Chase, said, real talk, I thought Tio was fighting Ali. I mean, hey, all night long, jab, left hook. Jab, left hook. Feint it. He'll go to the body, boop. Or he'll feint it, come over the top, boop. And Teofimo Lopez was so much bigger than George Kambosos Jr., it wasn't even funny. J15, brother Super Chat. Teofimo Sr. is so bad for Jr. His corner instructions made no sense. He was trying to pretend like Teo Jr. won instead of learning a lesson from this. Facts. He said, yeah, he won the first round. Huh? Huh? How you saw Teofimo Lopez win in the first round? How? How? Now I know it looked different in person, and it may look even more different sitting in the corner. But ain't no way. Ain't no way. Even if he was winning the round, when he got dropped, he wasn't winning that big in the round. He wasn't dominating Kambosos. Denis Marie, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing tonight? He wasn't winning GMT boxing. What's going on? He wasn't winning that much where you thought that he won that round after getting dropped. I mean, come on, let's be real here. Mr. G19, what's going on? Tito Perez, what's going on? Max Fish, what's going on? Duran 2 Real for TV, what's going on? 8 Soundproof, what's going on? Ain't no way. Ain't no way you saw Teofimo Lopez winning that round. Moyo Sauce, what's going on? Kondo Sammy Hassan, what's going on? No way. Ain't no way. What are you talking about? You saw Teofimo. No, you did not. And you're not being so now. It's, like I said, it's ironic, right? Because when it was Deontay Wilder, he had a lot of choice words with Deontay Wilder. Hey man, stop making up excuses. You sounding like a this and you sounding like a that. Remember that? Stop making up all those excuses, man. You sounding like Gyrus Pun. What's going on? You sounding like this and you sounding like that, right? Oh, it's ironic. Now you talking about it's the promoter. It was DAZN. First it was Eddie Hearn. Now it's DAZN. Now you won the fight. Then it was the judges. Which one is it? Victor Griffin, what's going on? And then another thing is they didn't even listen to the crowd because he was like, he said, man, even the crowd knew. He said even the crowd knew they was booing when the decision came out. No, they wasn't. They started booing when you said you won the fight. Soulflow Ben Yah, what's going on? KLS G13, what's going on? No, they didn't start booing when the announcement was made. No, they started booing when he said, I won the fight. Steve J, what's going on? Wink, what's going on? That's when the crowd start. When the crowd start booing is when he said, man, I won this fight. That's when they said, oh man, no, boo, the crowd. That's when they start. They wasn't booing when the announcement was in. What's he talking about? Devontae Richardson, what's going on? What's he talking about? When? Or even the crowd when they announced the decision. We got 1,000 people here. 1,000 people. And we have 500 likes. We have 1,000 people here and we have 500 likes. That means we have 500 people just sitting moonlighting, not participating. Max Fish, what's going on? Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Smash the like button. We have 1,000 people here and 500 likes. Where do they do that at? You know you didn't hit the like button. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. It should not be lagging 500 people. Peter Walford, what's going on? Big Tony, what's going on? Janine and Brissette, what's going on? It shouldn't be lacking 500 people. Just sitting there moonlighting. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Zach, what's going on? Get the lights all the way up. El Jefe, what's going on? Jacqueline Wallabacca, what's going on? Ice, what's going on? Salute to Hawaii. White Tiger, what's going on? Come on, man. Johnny True Blue Staley, what's going on? Ain't no way we should have 500. We got 5. Come on, man. I want my vision back. What's going on? Violet Chris, what's going on? Get the likes to 1K, people. Smash the like button. So it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and we doing this stream. Smash the like button. It's free. Get the likes all the way up. Get it up to 1K. Calvin Johnson, what's going on? Rodriguez Joel, 1987, what's going on? Quest for Knowledge, what's going on? Taylor Allen, what's going on? Get the likes up to 1K, man. Good Temple, what's going on? That don't make no sense, man. If I don't say smash the like button, we'll just go ahead and just mosey on. C. Coolidge, what's going on? Shante L, what's going on? Pope Porter, my brother in Super Chat, he said, I knew Tio lost his mamas when he came out with those belts with Canelo. Yeah, that was, and then on top of it, right? The Lonely Loner, what's going on? And then on top of it, he said that Canelo Alvarez agreed to that. I don't think so. William MC Meyer, what's going on? He said that Canelo Alvarez and everybody agreed that that was a good idea. I don't think Canelo Alvarez looked like he wasn't even aware he was coming there. Sarat P, what's going on? I don't think Canelo Alvarez for 1 second even knew he was coming in. He said Canelo Alvarez was in agreement. They all agreed that that was good for boxing. No, he didn't. Look at Canelo Alvarez's face. He had no clue he was getting ready to come out there with all them belts. None. You can't tell me Canelo Alvarez knew that was the plan. No. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. Right now. Choice 12 Osborne, what's going on? Get the likes to 1K, people. Twiz West Philly, my brother in Super Chat, dropping that duh on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. He said, salute, good brother. Teddy Atlas said Tio and his father got a lot to learn, and it starts with doing that in the corner. Yeah. Yeah, all of that, man, all of that, it's not necessary because you're already in a boxing match. So why are you doing all of that? Kenichi Bear, what's going on? And Ovada Sports, what's going on? Why are you doing all of that? He's doing all of this instead of giving him direction and giving him a game plan. He's just telling him, man, why is this dude still in there? Because he's a good boxer, and you underestimated him, and Tio has no answer right now. Wilco, what's going on? That's why he's still in the ring. Callie Kane, what's going on? Justin Hawkins, what's going on? Mr. Holmes, what's going on? He's asking him, why you ain't get him out of there yet? Because it ain't happening. So what's next now? So what's next now? Ayla stare, Ali stare, you bream, you burn bream. What's going on? Jay Miller, what's going on? So why is he still in there? Because Tio can't get him out of there. So what's plan B? Oh, plan B is to get him out of there. Hey, man, plan A is to get him out of there, and that ain't happening. Victor Griffin, what's going on? So what's plan B? Oh, to get him out of there. What? It's not happening. They never had a plan B. They never made adjustments, and this is why I told you he wasn't going to beat Devin Haney. That's why I told you he wasn't going to beat Devin Haney, or he wasn't going to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. But yet, they came here and they flooded and they talked about, oh, he's going to knock out Haney. Because why? Because Haney got touched by Lomachenko. Imagine if Tio did that. Yeah, okay. Well, he touched George Kambosos Jr. yesterday. And did George Kambosos go? Smooth Will said Tio 8-4. Smooth Will, goodbye. 8-17. What's going on? 4 a.m. What's going on? Texas Light. What's going on? Kenneth Young. What's going on? Come on, man. Zach Ragsdale, what's going on? Come on, man. Dante Gilbert, John Pitts, just me. What's going on? Come on, bro. What are you talking about? What is he talking about? Rico Lewis, what's going on? Oh, T.O., I had T.O. 8-4. Man, what fight were you watching, bro? Come on, man. Stop it, man. This only in boxing you could do this. Only in boxing you could say stuff like that. Looking AD, what's going on? Only in boxing you could say, hey, man, you could watch that fight and say T.O. won 8-4. Only in boxing. Imagine watching the Super Bowl, right? Imagine this. Watching the playoffs of the Super Bowl or the NBA games or something, right? EJ Love, what's going on? And one team is getting whitewashed right off the court. Getting ran right off the court. Right? And you say, yeah, well, you know what, man? Imagine the Nets, right? When they just lost last night, right? By 10, 15. Well, imagine me saying, well, you know, the Nets really won that game. What? What? The Nets really won that game. John Payton, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Post-fight, Kambosos cornerman Basil was even cleaning up T.O.'s cuts, doing all this while in front of T.O.'s corner, who were just hanging on the ropes, looking like they were here to collect the check. Darnell Schaefer, what's going on? It's amazing, bro. It's amazing. William Arbijo, what's going on? Amazing. If you can say that, that's like saying, yeah, man, well, you know, they won by 3 touchdowns, but what really happened was we really won. But man, because there is no decisiveness in boxing unless you get a knockout. Leon Sterling, what's going on? So Twiz West Philly, my brother, what's going on? So think about this, right? Unless you have a clear knockout, you can say what you want in boxing. Mr. Lightning's world, what's going on? That's why you get so many casuals in boxing, because they can have a voice with no education in the sport of boxing. Kai, what's going on? Simply to say stuff like that. Yeah, well, you know, T.O. really won 8-4. And people, because Teofimo Lopez and his team is saying the same thing, well, it goes, it's like you have a voice. See, in any other sport, you can't do that. You can't do that in no other sport. Pistol P77, what's going on? GMT Bots and brother in the super chat, dropping that half a duh on your boy Blue in the super chat. Yeah, his dad said, yeah, when they made the announcement, the cold crowd booed. No, they didn't. Dennis Hampton, what's going on? They didn't boo until Teofimo Lopez said, I won this fight. That's when they was like, wait, what? Oh, man, boo. No. That's when they started booing. What is he talking about? They started booing when they announced the fight. Bro, you're out of touch. I want my vision back, so I missed the super chat. Pardon me, great brother. Let me stroll back up. I don't know how you could say the crowd started booing when they announced the fight. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. My brother, I want my vision back in the super chat. He said, I blame T.O.'s camp for this loss. Underestimated Kambosos. T.O. had no answer for his left jab, left hook, and overhand right. Great fight nonetheless. Oh, it was action-packed. Emmanuel Jaro, what's going on? It was entertaining for sure. But like you said, he had no answer for it. Zero, zilt, nothing. He made no adjustment for a basic left hand, a left jab, left hook. All night long. Left jab, left hook. All night long. No adjustment for it. So imagine if that was Devin Haney, GMT Boston, brother in the super chat, dropping another half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He says, so is Cam undisputed since the franchise belts has switched hands, and it is safe to say it's like the WBA Super. Also, I meet I meet you in Atlanta for the. I met you in Atlanta for the Shakur fight. Thanks for the advice about the mic. Oh, no doubt, great brother. Salute to you. I appreciate you 1,000%. Salute to you, great brother. Go subscribe to my brother GMT Boxing, man. Drop the link in the chat, great brother, so people can subscribe to your channel. Well, he's just a franchise champion. Listen, that's why GMT. You see George Kambosos Jr. He's not parading around and pretending that he's the undisputed champion. Did they announce that? Oh, listen, now we have the 8th undisputed champion? No. Did anybody say we have the 8th undisputed champion? Does Canelo Alvarez say I'm the 7th? I mean, that tells you everything you need to know. I asked my brother, who said, hey, man, he's undisputed. I said, stop saying that, brother. Does Canelo Alvarez say he's the 7th undisputed champion? Or does he say he's the 6th undisputed champion in history of sport of boxing? Boss Rat 357, my brother super chat. Corner never took out T.O.'s mouthpiece between rounds. See, I didn't even pay that no attention. Chavo TV, what's going on? I didn't even pay that no attention. Now you're going to make me go back and look at that? Amazing. Hey, Smooth Will, goodbye, man. Goodbye. Get this dude out of here, man. I don't even want to see you in here. Goodbye, man. Goodbye. Master Khalik, what's going on? Man. Robert Brown, what's going on? W3 franchise belt was supposedly not transferable, has been transferred again. Yeah. Big Dog Willie, what's going on? Because they make up rules as they go. Point blank and period. They simply make up the rules as they go. Point blank and period. It's amazing. They said you can't win the franchise title. It's all earned because of your accomplishments. And now you can win it. Now, George Kambosos Jr., before you had to put Teofimo Lopez, he petitioned for it. Lomachenko, he petitioned for it. They just gave it to Kambosos. Damone Johnson, what's going on? You need it, Mark Heyman, what's going on? Vasil Lomachenko, they gave it to Canelo, right? Lomachenko petitioned for it. Teofimo Lopez petitioned for it. They just gave it to Kambosos. Texas Light, what was T.O.'s strategy? He had none. His strategy was go in there, Kai, what's going on? And knock out Kambosos. Hey, man, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I got to keep telling y'all, we got 1,000 people here to get the likes up. It's free. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. We should have above 1K likes. I want my visit back, brother, back in the super chat. He said, why do you think T.O. looked gas in the certain rounds? Lack of conditioning. Did making weight take too much of a toll on him? What are your thoughts? Well, see, those are things that they should have identified prior. And I always watch when he trains the weights, he does weights and things of that nature, right? And clearly they understood that he was struggling to make weight. Where's his nutritionist? Because there's something wrong with your nutritionist as well. Billy Budd, what's going on? And your nutritionist didn't, in my opinion, didn't do their job correctly, right? And he looks so much bigger than George Kambosos Jr. It's not even funny. So it makes me feel like from the beginning, they started to feel like we ain't going to make this weight and we may need it out. But I think, remember, there was talks of him struggling to make the weigh-in. He had sold 35. My brother Super Chat, WBC had to give Kambosos the franchise and call him undisputed to save face. Yeah, that's amazing, man. They're losing ESO 35. They appreciate you in the Super Chat. They're losing credibility by the second. Big Dog Willie, my brother in Super Chat. Kambosos said he's not undisputed. He knows better. Facts. White Tiger, what's going on? Facts. Chris Mayer, my brother in the Super Chat. He said Tio went into the fight based on hype over his victory on Loma and failed to prepare for Kambosos. No. Remember, I told you guys, he prepared for Nakatani. He struggled with him. They blamed it on the height. They blamed it. We not fighting a guy tall like that. He in a stretch in that fight with Lomachenko, he's struggling in that fight. Right? Those were indicators of certain things that he has issues with. And he struggled with them. And Kambosos Jr., the difference is George Kambosos Jr., he just kept his foot on the gas. He had that lapse in the 10th round, but he stayed disciplined. Lomachenko, for the first 7 rounds, did nothing. Nakatani, the athletic ability of Teofimo Lopez took over the Nakatani fight. George Kambosos Jr. put the entire package together, and he stayed focused, and he stayed disciplined, and he followed the game plan. Once he got off the game plan, he got hurt, he got dropped. He went right back to the game plan, and Teofimo Lopez had no answer for it. So that lets you know that it wasn't what Teofimo Lopez did in the 10th round. It's what George Kambosos Jr. didn't do in the 10th round. Boss Red 357, brother in the Super Chat. He said WBC calling Kambosos undisputed now. Yeah, that's what they said. Pull counter boxing. What's going on? Now, they just said Teofimo Lopez wasn't undisputed, and he had to fight Devin Haney to be considered undisputed. So why would they say George Kambosos Jr. is undisputed now? So, I mean, this just tells you, smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. If you didn't smash the like button, it's free. Smash the like button. We shouldn't have 400 people moonlighting. Get the likes up. It's free. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Smash the like button. Alan Kent, what's going on? Kevin Gaines, what's going on? Gotta watch this. What's going on? So, Chris Nick Bibba, what's going on? So they had no adjustments, and the WBC is making up stuff as they go. They just said that Teofimo Lopez wasn't undisputed. Now they're saying George Kambosos Jr. is undisputed. How could that be true? William Ward, what's going on? It's amazing. They're losing credibility as the days go. It's amazing, right? How could you say that one day and then the next day you're talking about, well, yeah, he's a, huh? Marcus the Villain, brother in Super Chat, my people stop blaming the camp and taking away from Cam. He had stamina issues in the Loma fight, too. He just lose to better man. He just lost to a better man. Yeah, facts. But what he had stamina issues against Nakatani. Remember they were saying the D-High was going on. They were saying that Nakatani exposed him and all of that. Remember? Same thing. That said, I go by the man who beat the man. I believe both Tio and Kambosos are undisputed. Nah, they not undisputed. Lomachenko vacated the belt. If that's the case, okay, so look, let me give y'all an example. If Teofimo Lopez was undisputed, then that means Jamal Charlo is not a champion. Charles King, what's going on? If George Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez are undisputed, then that means Jamal Charlo is not a champion. My brother's keeper, what's going on? Ron Miller, what's going on? I'm going to say it again. If Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos are undisputed, then that means Jamal Charlo is not a champion. So we can't have it. So is Jamal Charlo a champion? Calvin Johnson, my brother, what's going on? Is Jamal Charlo a champion? Well, it's the same. It's the same method. It was the same method for Jamal Charlo. Canelo Alvarez vacated the belt, and Jamal Charlo was elevated to the champion. Jamal Charlo never beat the champion. He never beat Canelo Alvarez. So essentially, right now, Canelo Alvarez is still the middleweight WBC champion if we go based off of that. And he's not. Canelo Alvarez would simultaneously be holding the WBC regular title then, right now, if that was the case. No, the franchise is essentially no, he didn't. Charles Edward Cheese, he didn't fight for the vacant belt. Deuce 888, what's going on? I was standing with Jamal Charlo the moment they announced that they was franchising Canelo Alvarez and he was being awarded the WBC title. And guess what? Devin Haney actually fought for the belt. Jamal Charlo didn't fight for the belt. They just gave it to him. And he defended it against Brandon Adams the day they gave it, that following weekend. They gave it to him on Wednesday. He fought Brandon Adams and defended it on Saturday. At least Devin Haney fought for the position. He never even fought for it. So if we're going to say that they are undisputed, then that means Jamal Charlo is not even the champion. You see what I'm saying? Because the franchise is, they vacated the belt, but they still hold a piece of it, right? So that if they wanted to come back and fight immediately for it. So let me explain to y'all what it is. It's essentially the same situation that the WBO does, right? The WBO, when you move up in weight, they automatically make you the mandatory. That's what the franchise was created to actually do. You understand? That's what the franchise was supposed to be. Their version of making you the mandatory without having to fight mandatories. That's what the franchise was created to do. So you didn't have to fight mandatories. But the actual champion has to fight mandatories. You see what I'm saying? So Devin Haney has mandatories because he's the actual champion. Jamal Charlo has mandatories because Jamal Charlo is the actual champion. So that's essentially what that is. Smash the like button, get the likes to 1K. So now we're gonna get. Now my question is Tevin Smith, what's going on? Do you guys think it's do you think that it's, yeah, get the likes to 1K, people. It's ridiculous. I got to keep saying that. Smash the like button. Get it to 1K. So now let me ask you a question. Do you think Devin Haney should go to do you think that Devin Haney should go to Australia? Do you think he's going to get a fair shake going to Australia? Because I know a lot of people, I thought Pacquiao won that fight. Do you think that Devin Haney should take the chances going to Australia? Do you think he's going to get a fair shake? Because you got to remember, this is, I say, the second biggest win because Teofimo Lopez is not on the level of Manny Pacquiao historically. So beating Manny Pacquiao is a historic accomplishment. So this is the second biggest win in Australia history. If Devin Haney don't knock out George Kambosos Jr., do you think that he's going to get a fair shake with the judges in Australia? I mean, or do you think that, Eddie Hearn should look to put up some big money for George Kambosos and convince him to take the fight here in the States? Darryl Johnson, what's going on? And I'm torn. Those by the bar of boxing, my brother, what's going on? I'm going to tell you I'm torn, right? I'm going to explain my point. I want Devin Haney to go to Australia, fight George Kambosos Jr., win that fight. That is going to give him more exposure to a whole different demographic of fans, because George Kambosos Jr. is hot on the presses, right? He is, he's getting a lot of buzz right now, right? And so Devin Haney goes to Australia and beats George Kambosos Jr. in Australia, You know how much his star power is going to rise from that? His star power is going to rise immensely going to Australia and beating George Kambosos Jr. It's going to go through the roof, his star power. B-Boy Pop 97, what's going on? Yeah, don't worry about that. I ain't worried about that, man. Black Carson, brother, super chat. When Devin beats Kambosos, does he have to vacate his current title to receive the franchise? Yeah. But he won't need to, because once he beats Kambosos, John Merriweather, what's going on? He fights and beats George Kambosos. Vibo Monteleno, what's going on? He fights and beats George Kambosos. He's going to move up in weight. He's not going to stay at 140. April Lynch, peace blessed to the queen. She said, and if he loses, that's the problem. Dante Scribble, what's going on? Scribe, what's going on? Chuck Zinachi, what's going on? If he loses to George Kambosos, right? Now, my thing is, he lose fair and square, you lose fair and square. You just got to pick up the pieces and put it back together, right? But my concern is he beats George Kambosos Jr. and the judges say, and still, that's the problem. That's the problem, because regardless, you can't take that L off your record. You can't. They ain't gonna reverse that. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Nothing. So I'm torn 50-50. I'm like, hey, make the fight happen here in the States. Give him the money he's looking for, right? And fight here in the States, right? Give him big money. They can convince him. They can convince him to fight here in the States, for sure. Right? They can convince him there's a dollar amount that they could put on the table and say, hey, bro, there's a dollar amount that they could put on the table and say, hey, bro, we want you to come and fight here in the States. There's for sure a dollar amount that they can put on the table and convince him to fight here in the States. Chill Time Major, what's going on? For sure. Yeah, Charles King. He did earn it to have the fight take place over in the in Australia. Like he said, I've been coming overseas to make these fights happen and working hard. I thought he was. No, I was looking. Oh man. Today Marie said, Blue, who you looking like that? Solo production, my brother. What's going on? April is so I thought he was frozen. No, I'm not frozen. I was reading some. I was reading something. I was reading. Yeah, I was reading something. No, I was reading the weather. Somebody got sent Blue the screenshot of that. No, I was reading the weather because it was snowing this morning, man. It was snowing bad this morning. It was snowing bad this morning, so I'm looking. You know, they talking about a snowstorm. It caught my eye right now. But yeah, so you know, like I said, I'm torn. Right, smash the like button. Get the likes up. Get the likes up to 1.2 to 1.1K, man. Smash the like button. The likes up, man. Hey, Melissa, stop messing with me. I should have done like, hey, Texas Life says the Nets still your team. I'm a Bulls fan, man. I've been a Bulls fan since 1982, 83, man. I just root for the Nets because I'm from New York, born and raised. So I want to see New York. If the Bulls ain't gonna win, I want to see New York win. But I'm a Bulls fan, man. So if the Bulls don't win, I want to see New York win, whether it be the Knicks or the Nets. It really don't matter. I just think the Nets have more of a chance to win, so I push for them. Dimitri Coleman, my brother, what's going on? Andre Dudley, what's going on? So that's what it is. You know what I mean? I'm a Bulls fan, though. I've been a Bulls fan forever. Actually gonna make my way to Chicago to watch a game. That's my plan. Very soon. I'm trying to make my way to Chicago, watch a Bulls game with my brother Kendall Gill. Carlton Penn, what's going on? Boxing Real News, what's going on? DJ Javi, GV Jazzy P, Javy P, what's going on? Daniels Darrell, my brother in 76 in the Super Chat. If Devin Haney goes to Australia and beats Kambosos, it will do the same thing that going to the UK and beating Kell Brook did for Errol Spence. I agree. And that's what I was thinking about. I'm like, man, if Dev goes to Australia and beats Kambosos Jr. convincingly and become undisputed, history. You understand what I'm saying? Clearview Diagnostics LLC, appreciate you, great brother. Alejandro Alameda, what's going on? So, exactly, that does for the same thing. And he's only 23 years of age. He goes to Australia. At 23, he becomes undisputed and goes to Australia and does so. When he comes back, Ellis, a.k.a. Taz, what's going on? That fight with him and Gervonta Tank Davis, William Ward, what's going on? Is going to be huge. That's going to be the fight. That's going to be the fight. I'm telling y'all now. He goes 23 years old. He goes to Australia. He beats George Kambosos Jr. He becomes undisputed. Harold Como, what's going on? And he's undisputed at 23 years of age. He comes back. He's still got Ryan Garcia. He's still got Teofimo Lopez, right? He's still got Shakur Stevenson, and he's still got Tank Davis. Boxing Truth Serum, what's going on? He's still got Shakur, Tank, T.O., Ryan Garcia. I don't know what Ryan Garcia is going to do. But imagine Shakur and Tank on the table. BK say, you serious? Devin won't last against Kambosos. Oh, boy. I'm not even going to respond. Billy Gurley, what's going on? Bronze Age performer, what's going on? So that would be enormous for him. He becomes undisputed. Now he has those fights still on the table. Man, Josh Taylor's moving up. Cappy McCappy. Josh Taylor's moving up to welterweight. That ain't on the table no more. Ryan Garcia, I don't know what he's going to do. Darryl Johnson, brother Super Chat. See, there go that overlooking. I was talking about. What overlooking? I could explain it. Akula Muhammad, what's going on? I'm blue. I'm not Devin Haney. Devin Haney is probably somewhere sleeping in a hyperbaric chamber, preparing for his fight next Saturday. Devin Haney is focused. You understand? I could overlook who I want because I ain't fighting. So I ain't Devin Haney. Devin Haney ain't talking right now. I am. BK said Devin Haney went to distance 35-year-old Kambosos Jr. and the 36-year-old Floyd Mayweather outboxed Canelo Alvarez every single round when he was 23. Jorge Linares, a 3-division champion, got more knockouts than Devin Haney has fights. George Kambosos Jr. has a total of 10 knockouts in his entire career, and he dropped Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney never hit the deck. He was just a little wobbly legged. He was buzzed. You trying to compare Jorge Linares at 35 and his accomplishments to George Kambosos Jr.? You didn't even know who George Kambosos Jr. was unless you was George Kambosos Jr. So now you got the audacity to try to tell me that you putting George Kambosos Jr. Jorge Linares is a Hall of Famer, brother. What are you talking about? And a 36-year-old going on a 37-year-old Floyd Mayweather beats Canelo Alvarez every single round at 23 years old. At 22, Devin Haney beat a Hall of Famer handily every single round at 35. So get this. 35-year-old Jorge Linares is old. But a 36-year-old Floyd Mayweather is too seasoned and too great in his prime against Canelo Alvarez as 23. Isn't that something? Boy, you came wrong channel playing those games. On the mic, my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. Go subscribe to my brother On the Mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. Boy, you came in the wrong channel trying to play those games, brother. We don't do that over here. We deal with facts over feelings, brother. We deal with facts over feelings. Isn't that something? So a 36-year-old going on 37-year-old Floyd Mayweather is too seasoned and too great for a 23-year-old Canelo Alvarez. But a 22-year-old Devin Haney against a 35-year-old Jorge Linares, you talking about two Hall of Famers in reverse. So Devin Haney beats up. Now he's old, Jorge Linares. But Floyd Mayweather was too good for. Come on, man. 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 Good try. Try again. Arise 12 Tribes. What's going on, great brother? Where you been at, man? Lockie Bradford, what's going on? And Jorge Linares dropped Vasil Lomachenko. Thank you. At the time, Lomachenko was Nomaschenko. Remember that? Linares dropped him. Right. Right. Jason Smith, what's going on? So now get this. Devin Haney goes to Australia. He beats him. Right? Check this out now. Devin Haney goes to Australia. He beats George Kambosos Jr. Then y'all going to be telling me that George Kambosos Jr. was a one-hit wonder. That's what you're going to tell me. They're going to start to tell you that Teofimo Lopez just wasn't that good. Miguel Morales, what's going on? Stop playing with blue. Yeah, facts, man. So they're going to start to tell you that George Kambosos wasn't that good. This is what they're going to try to tell you. That's how this is how this operates. Smash the like button. Get the likes up. Hacks Rat Crap. What's going on? Kenny Bass. What's going on? Get the likes up to 1K. Smash the like button. He goes out, go over there, clearly outboxes George Kambosos Jr. Then you're going to tell me how George Kambosos Jr. is not that good of a fighter. Amazing, isn't it? Not surprising at all. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K ASAP. Smash the like button. If you haven't smashed the like button, smash it. Get it up to 1K. And Thomas, what's going on? Devin got to get past JoJo. I expect him to get past JoJo. I'm talking from my standpoint. Again, I'm not boxing Joseph Diaz or George Kambosos. That's Devin Haney. I'm speaking, I can speak hypothetically. Chainsaw Mac, what's going on? I could do that. Of course, Devin Haney's not going to do that. He can't do that. Yeah, he has a fight coming up with a very good fighter, Joseph Diaz, on Saturday. But again, after he beats Joseph Diaz, then they're going to start to come here. Alexander Kaczynski, what's going on? Once he beats Devin Haney beats Joseph Diaz, they're going to tell you that Joseph Diaz wasn't that good. That's what they're going to tell you. Well, Joseph Diaz, he wasn't there. He was a little guy. He came up and weight. This is going to be the narrative. I guarantee you it. Come Saturday night, I guarantee you they're going to be telling you Joseph Diaz, man. Joseph Diaz, man. He's a little guy, came up in weight. This is going to be the narrative. I guarantee. This is what's going to be said. He's a guy. He came up in weight. He wasn't this, he wasn't that, so on and so forth. That's what they're going to tell you. That's exactly what they're going to tell you. I guarantee. Smash that like button. Get the likes to 1K. Calvin Johnson, what's going on? Get the likes up to 1K. Smash the like button. Let's work. I guarantee you. Oh, Joseph wasn't, Joseph this and Devin Haney's boring. He ran around the ring. Watch. If he just outboxes Joseph Diaz, win every single round, he's boring. He ran around the ring. He didn't engage. He's so on and so forth. Man, guaranteed. Nitty G, my brother, what's going on? I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. He outboxed Kambosos, don't get touched, and just outbox him. Oh, well, he didn't do this. He didn't do that. He didn't do this. He can't win. Pato Smith, Devin Haney ran around the ring. Yeah, that's what they're going to say. Alexander Kalsinski, brother in the super chat. Much love to you. Appreciate you 1,000%, man. Tyrone Smith, what's going on, great brother? Smash the like button. X Krypton, brother in super chat. He says, see how what goes around comes around. No rematch clause. I hope George doesn't give him his rematch so Teo can see how it feels. Hashtag Texas, hashtag Spence, hashtag Bud. I'll call him Penn. What's going on? See, the problem with that is Teofimo Lopez is planning on moving up anyway. He didn't want the rematch clause. Smash the like button. Get the likes up. He said he already saying that. What'd he say? Toon, what's going on? Michael Booker, what's going on? Monia Godfrey, what's going on? Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K, people. Get the likes up to 1K. Smash that like button. Yeah, that's what they're going to say. They're going to tell you, hey, man, he ran around the ring. He did this. He did that, man. This is called sweet science, man. It's the art of hit and not get hit, period. It's called the sweet science. Not so nice. What's going on? Lomachenko for the more prime Linares. Did he? Did he now? Darren Biggs, what's going on? WB Sports TV, what's going on? Well, let's just look into that, shall we? Now I know Linares attempted to move up in weight after he lost to Lomachenko. But he was 30. He was already 34 when he fought Lomachenko. He had a win streak. So, yeah, I could say that. I would give you that. And he lost to Cano. He was knocked out by Cano. So, yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Jesse R, brother, in the super chat. Salute to the Hustle Blue. Salute to you, great brother. I appreciate you 1,000%, man. I'll give you that one. Dan Demand, who was pound for pound. Terrence Crawford. There's no decisive pound for pound right now because they need to fight each other. Terrence Crawford fights Errol Spence, beats Errol Spence. Terrence Crawford fights Keith Thurman, beats Keith Thurman. No, it'll be decisive who the pound for pound best fighter in the world is. That's when he'll solidify himself without a shadow of a doubt. Canelo Alvarez, he needed to fight David Benavidez to solidify that, and he just opted to go in a different direction. Beating Makubu at cruiserweight does nothing for him but pad the stats and tell you he's a 5-division world champion. Well, the level of competition. Remember, we were saying he was a 4-division world champion when he beat Well, he was a 3-division world champion when he beat Rocky Fielding. I mean, so Hack Scrap, what's going on? Mark Queen Cole, what's going on? You know, he should have fought David Benavidez and beat David Benavidez, which I thought he will if he did. But now he's gonna completely jump over 75. You know, I hope he come back down and campaign at what I believe he'll do is come back down and campaign at light heavyweight after jumping all the way up to cruiserweight. You know, just like he did with light heavyweight, and then he came back down and fought at super middleweight at 168. I think he'll do the same thing. I think he'll go. He's going to fight Mukubu. He's going to beat Mukubu, and then I think he's going to go down and fight. You know, I think that at that point in time he'll go back down and fight Art Beterbiev, Dimitri Bivol, those fights. That's what I think he'll do. Salute to my brother Power to the people in the super chat, dropping that good on your boy Blue in the super chat. Teo head movement is atrocious. He came out so undisciplined. Kambosos should have landed even more big right hands. Respect to Kambosos for the dub for sure. Regardless, Teo beat Loma and Kambosos just took all the belts. Yep. Agreed, great brother. Agreed. He came out looking for a big right hand all night, looking for the knockout. I look, if y'all go back and watch my live stream, that's all I'm saying. All he's looking for is the knockout. All he's looking for is one punch. That's it. All he's looking for is one punch. Israel Parabellum, what's going on? I want to see, but you know, Teofimo Lopez, you know, he goes up to junior welterweight. Who's he going to fight there? Right? Can Teofimo Lopez beat Jose Ramirez? I don't believe so. Can Teofimo Lopez beat Regis Prograis? I don't believe so. Salute to the 989. I don't think he can beat Regis Prograis. There's certain fights he can win at 140, but can he beat Regis Prograis? I mean, those are not unwinnable fights for him. But if he fought in the manner he fought yesterday, no, he's not going to win those fights. She's just not. Salute to my brother Charles Edward Cheese, man. Have a great night. Yeah, I'm about to get off right now. As in the same. It's 1:30, man. The night is over for me. The night is your night, bro. The night is your night, bro. Smash that like button, man. Get the likes to 1K ASAP. Tonight is your night, bro. I'm tired. Marcus, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. All that anti-channels that had so much to say about Wilder's excuses are now claiming Eddie Hearn set up Teofimo. Did Eddie make him must have put Teo on his back pockets in the first round? Facts. I said the same thing. It don't even matter. It don't even add up. Come on, man. Like Marcus, like it's just like, come on, man. First of all, Eddie Hearn, he again, like I said, Eddie Hearn doesn't win anything for George Kambosos winning because he's not his fighter. Okay, Ice, goodbye. Can't make these people up, man. Hey, Scripton, brother in the super chat. Surprised if Shakur the best out of the four. Would I be surprised? No. Absolutely not. Bradford White, what's going on? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. BK, appreciate you, great brother. Would I be surprised? No. Dow Johnson, brother in super chat. What's Canelo's next move? All right, he's going up to cruiserweight and he's going to fight Mukubu to become a 5-division champion. That's his next move. Appreciate y'all, man. But Dow Johnson, man, I'm out of here, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, studding up, holding your boy Blue down, showing me love, man. Much love, much appreciated. I'll see y'all later on today. But y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. If you haven't, hit, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. Hope Nell, brother, super chat. Who wins, Crawford or Spence, and why? Hashtag salute. It's a 50-50 fight. Right now, I say Errol Spence wins the fight. Level of competition. I think he take away Crawford's southpaw advantage, but it's a fight that Terrence Crawford can win. There's no solidified answer with that. That's what makes it the biggest fight in boxing. It's a 50-50 fight. Initially, I thought Terrence Crawford got all the tools to make the adjustments to beat Errol Spence. But now, I think Errol Spence's level of competition went up. But who knows? It's a 50-50 fight, man. DOG215, my brother, what's going on? C Coolers, what's going on? So it's a pick'em fight. I don't know. Tomorrow I say this, tomorrow I say that. The next day you say, you don't know. That's what makes it the biggest fight. That's why we want to see it. So right now I say Errol Spence. I think Errol Spence will win the fight. I think his jab will give Terrence Crawford problems. I think that he's a natural bigger southpaw that'll eliminate Terrence Crawford's southpaw advantage. But then again, southpaws don't like to fight southpaws. So it's a lot that factors in. That's why it makes it the biggest fight in boxing. Yeah. So appreciate y'all, man. It's your boy Blue. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.